Hello, welcome back to the Ichthyon Forge. Today I want to try something different. Up to this point you've seen me do knives, you've seen me do, I guess, short swords, fantasy dagger, these sorts of things. You've seen me do hooks and simple projects, punches, some drifts, but you've never seen me try to rivet something together. There's a reason for that, because I haven't done it in a long time. I've often talked about being a glorified metal masher as opposed to being a smith, and today, I mean, a smith needs to know how to rivet stuff together. He needs to know how to make his own tools. I've always believed this. If I'm going to call myself a smith, I need to advance my skill. And by the way, life lesson, if you're not learning, you're dying. You're stagnant, and stagnant stinks, you know. And be a learner, and whatever you're doing and whatever you're pursuing, whether it's smithing or whatever, work at your craft and be willing to learn. And that's what I got to do today. I got to be willing to learn. But anyway, today we're going to try to make a coat rack. The dimensions are mine. They're all in my head. If you have better dimensions for your purposes, please do that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to fire up the forge. I'm going to get a piece of stock cut out for the bar, and we'll go from there, see what we can do. Alright, so I'm starting out with a piece of 1/4 inch by 1 inch by 20 inches long. And again, those are my measurements. You do you. Now that's 1/4 inch, it's about 6 millimeters by 25 millimeters by, I believe, about just shy of 51 centimeters on that. If I'm wrong, do the math, make sure I'm right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in 1 inch from the end here and make me a little mark. On both ends. At least that's the plan. Now them there marks, I'm English major, trust me, them there is proper English in the South. Anyway, those marks are probably going to disappear in the fire, so I'll come right back to you. So, looking all over the place for my punch, and I had overlooked it. So, I don't need much of a mark, I just need a mark that stays there. Matter of fact, I want it to only stay there for a certain amount of time. So let's get this in the fire and I'll show you my next step. Alright, so I've actually got my mark up so I can see it. I'm going to come to that mark and do half on half off blows to set down the piece. I'll show you what I mean if you don't know. Okay, so you see now I've got a set down there, and I would like to refine that a little more, make it a little bit deeper and all that wonderful stuff. You know what? No, I don't either. I do on the edge. No, I don't either. Alright, so I'm going to go back and heat it up. I'm making this up as I go along, so y'all don't mind me. This is the creative process that goes on in my head. That's a scary place if you want to be there. I'm going to knock off these corners with the next heat, and I'm going to start flaring this out in sort of a fishtail. Alright, so like I say, let's knock these corners down. I'm going to come out here so I don't mess my step down up. Then I'm a cross peen. And just flare it out. Ah, don't hit the anvil there. Flare it as much as you want. I'm going to flare that a little more. I might draw it this way as well. Hammer it up this way. I may. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of like it the way it is. So, lengthwise. So I think I'll just go back and work on that a little bit more. Alright. Same as before. Try to get you in the center of the shot. Alright, so I'm going to come over the edge of my anvil here. Just roll this. I don't know if I've ever caught it on camera before, but I have missed when I'm swinging at like this. Hit myself or slung the hammer or whatever. Okay, so we got that. Now, do I want to bring that around more? Do I want to leave it alone? Think what I could do. I could come in here and bring it in more, or I could leave it the way it is. I think I'm gonna leave it the way it is. All right, so just imagine all of this is done on the other side. All right, so now I've got 4 of these pieces. They're 2.5 inches long, same stock as the bracket. I'm laying off the bracket for now because it needs to cool so we can do these, and then we'll come back to it. I'm going to draw these down and see if we can create some hooks out of them. If they don't work for this project, they'll still be hooks, and they'll work just as hooks. I think, and I might be corrected, I think I want to draw this down to 1/2 inch, half of its original width. Hit the tongs, Eric. Yeah, we're almost there. One more heat. You know, I'm not going to go any further down on one end. I want to flip it around and do the other end. And then we'll come back. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Or something. Another hour allotted to this morning. So let's see how far I get. Still bring it down in width just a little. Yeah, we're keeping that thickness around 1/4 inch there. 6 mil. Hit the tongs, Eric. We already talked about this. A little shy of 1/2 inch. It's okay though. Okay, give me just a second. I want to figure out tongs. This happened because of the way I was using tongs, so I don't want to make a mistake again. Alright, let me check some measurements on it. We're close, but I want to smooth things up a little bit. Okay. So this is the one that I've been working on. It's roughly straight I said. Drew it out to its longest point is about 5 3/8. Now, what you could do if you're making this, you can go out buy a 1/4 by 1/2 material and just cut it to 5 3/8 or 5 1/2 and make your hook from there. You don't have to worry about starting with stock that's shorter and wider and bringing it down. But you know, this is a good practice of skills here. It's good to know how to draw things out. It's good to know how to take a bar that is not the dimensions you need and turn it into the dimensions you need. And this is where I like iron forging over woodworking in a way. Don't get me wrong, I love woodworking as well to a degree anyway, but if it's too short and fat, it's just too short and fat. I'm sorry, you're going to have to go get another piece of wood. Whereas if the iron is too short and fat, you draw it out to where it's longer and thinner. And so now I'm just going to stop on this one, lay it aside, and get these other 3 to that point. So last time you saw me, it was Friday. It is now Monday. These are the major components of the rack. Then there were 4 of these. When you last saw it, there was 1. So really, okay, yeah, I cheated. I took the other 3 to the power hammer, but you rock what you got, and it can all be done by hand as I demonstrated. But I was limited on time and didn't see the need in throwing my shoulder out just for the sake of throwing my shoulder out. So I took it to the power hammer and drew out the other 3. So now what I'm going to do, set this aside again. I'm going to come in, and I'll only show you one of them, but on all 3 of them, I'm going to come in half on, half off blows, probably a ½ inch or so, forge that down and fan it out into a fishtail like the bracket over there. So I need to run a compilation video of how many times I drop tools on the ground or knock them on the ground like that. I'm editing a video right now where I'm constantly dropping tools on the ground. I've edited a lot of it out, but still, I ought to do that one day. I could have used a smaller hammer. Alright, so that's exactly what I want. Now I'll flip it up, well, I'll roll it over the edge, flip it over and draw it up. Okay, maybe not this light, a hammer. Alright, I'm going to go back to heat, and I'm already very leery of tongs since I've just injured my hand on some tongs, but I think that these are actually the best ones for this job. Just have to get hold of it. This is the hammer I should have been using. I don't like these tongs, y'all. Okay, well, I got that closed up. Alright, after a little bit of fire maintenance, I'll be turning these into hooks. Ah, the smell of burnt rawhide. Lovely. See if this works, how it looks, all that wonderful stuff. There. I hope my elbow's not in your way. Get a hold of it here. Alright, yeah, we're going to have to reheat. And I think some percussive persuasion is going to be in order. Where not having a catch on here works against me. I don't like it. Alright, I think we're going to have to finish this up over the horn of the anvil, because I desperately do not like that. Alright, I've already got one made up. I did off camera. I want to do a little straightening on this and the vise and stuff like that, and then I'm going to compare the two and see how they look. Going for a 16 center on this so that you can hang it up on your wall and into some studs. So now, with that 16, I've got to determine where I'm going to place these four. So there's my hole there. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Put one there. One there. One there. And one there. Let's see how that looks. It's about 2 inches. Also about 2 inches. Okay, so yeah, I like that. So some light here. Can you still see? Sort of. Let me zoom you in just a little bit. There's going to be my center line. Sorry, some weirdness weird commercial came on my music here. Hey, drop down in the comments what you think I'm listening to. Closest guest gets a gets an honorable mention, bragging rights. Alright, so now I need to punch all of those, not that one. Punch these 6 and get ready to go around to the drill press and drill those. It's actually a little lower than I meant it to be. It's my first one, y'all. Cut me some slack, alright? Alright, so now I'm just going to do the same thing with the hooks, and I'll meet you around by the drill press. Okay, for rivets, I tried cutting 3/8. That was a little too short, I believe. Or not 3/8, 1/2 inch. So I've gone to 3/4. And I believe that's going to do it. Swatting at mosquitoes. We're going to have to do something about those, right? So anyway, yeah, I'm going to get my oxyacetylene torch and start setting some rivets here. That's the plan anyway. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, making sure my head's not in the way. This will take a little bit of going back and forth. I understand that I'm not great at riveting, and that's one reason I'm doing this project. Because I need to get great at riveting. Right? Right. Thank you. I don't know about that. All right, I'll try to get that one to peen. I don't know if that's going to work. I might have to drill it out and redo it. I'm trying to figure the best way to touch this without burning myself. I'm so confused, y'all. Turn red, doggy. No need to get impatient. There we go. Yeah, I think that'll work. Actually, that's very much what I wanted to do. Very much what I wanted to do. I'm going to work that rivet from this side again and drop my hammer first. Yeah, there's a little water on the anvil, by the way. Whoop, never see that one again. Found the rivet pretty quickly, actually. Let's see if I got it straight. I don't know if I did or not. Kind of don't think I did. don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll work. There. All right. Ouch. Do the same with this one that I did with the others. Just reheat the top and beat it down a little bit further. What's all that popping and cracking? Cut that out. I'm still not certain this hook's going to hang on. See, my concern is that right in here, this lip right here is actually the hook and not the rivet, because there's a small seam right there that I know you're not going to be able to see. It's right in there, and I've seen it again on this side, so that's not going to be good, I don't think. Let me figure it out. I might not sell this one Saturday. I might stick this one in the house. We'll see. Okay, there's a little more left to do. Not much. I need to clean it up, and I'm going to paint this one. We're going to let it cool right now, though. Alright, so it's been a little bit since I've worked on this. I had to get the show out of the way this past weekend. But I'm going to hit it with some of this hammered Rust-Oleum to stop any rust or anything and hide surface imperfections. Yeah, that's one of my projects. But anyway, I'm going to hit it and with this. And okay, that ran. We'll have to clean all that up. That's all right. It's good. Cool. Yeah, we're good. An excellent spray painter. Graffiti artist, I am not. Anyway, I'm sorry. Well, that was kind of a mistake. So I'm going to let that dry, and I still got to get under that part of my hooks, and I'll probably hit it with another coat. Most likely hit it with another coat, as well as coat the back side of it. So here it is, all finished up and painted black, and I really like it. Like I say, there is one simple little flaw in it that I don't even know if you'll see it, but I showed it before, where the hook actually came outside of the rivet right there. So for that reason I won't sell this one, but we have a use for this, and I can make several others for the house. But I will be making these for sale.
if you would be interested in anything like this, leave a comment down in the comment section. But yeah, this was a lot of fun to make. It was a big learning experience for me. It wasn't that complicated. Really, it wasn't. One of the hooks I did forge out by hand, but the others, yes, I cheated and I used a power hammer. If you had a power hammer or a press, you would cheat too. Trust me. But anyway, it was a lot of fun to do and a good learning experience, and I'm hoping to learn more things. This is going to become a regular for me, I think, and we'll see what other designs I can work on. Each hook is a little bit different since it's hand forged and not perfect. That one will probably be, anyway, that's mine. So if you found any value in this, please like, share, and subscribe. Like, subscribe, and comment. All of these sorts of things. So we'll catch you next time. If you're still around, I want to add this little part. YouTube is actually costing me money, and I'm going to take the brunt of the blame for that, because of last year in 2024, I think I put out one video. You can't gain subscribers when you put out one video in a year. This year I've done a lot better about putting videos out, but the new subs have been slow to come. Thank you for every one of you. As of yesterday afternoon when I checked, I had 373 subscribers. Thank you. I appreciate all 373 of you, and I appreciate that. But between the camera here, the light that I got that I still need to buy a tripod for to stand it on, the video editing program that I just bought. I got this camera a couple of years ago. I think in 23 is when I got it. I got the video editing program this month. These things have run up a bill of around $1,400. That's not money I'm making back through videography. I don't want to quit shooting video. I actually enjoy shooting video. It's a bit of an outlet for me. I spend too much time by myself, so I mean, I'm talking to somebody. I hope you're listening, so I'm talking to somebody. But I'm sorry, ADD is off the charts today. I'm watching little things float around. I'm not getting the return from it that I should get. So I'm actually going to start putting these videos over on Rumble. This video will appear on Rumble probably the same time that it appears here on YouTube, but I'm probably going to put them on Rumble first. Look me up, Ichthyon Forge on Rumble. Go over there and support me. It's a lot easier to get monetized on Rumble than it is here on YouTube. So I will still have the videos here, but I may have, somebody's burning something. I may have some Rumble exclusive videos. There may be some YouTube exclusive videos if I can get monetized over here. But there is far more of an opportunity to get monetized, and so I'm going to start shooting videos over there. Right now I think I'm just going to post some of the videos on YouTube, on Rumble, that I already have here. But so that's a plan. If you'd like to support that plan, please follow me over on Rumble and watch the videos over there. Get me in the algorithm over there so that we can start gaining back a little bit of money. I'm also going to put up a Patreon. 373 subscribers. Again, I thank every one of you. I might get one or two patrons. I don't know, but I'd appreciate it. It would be $1 or $2 to help offset some of the cost of this, and I would appreciate it. And you'll get, right now I'm not doing exclusive access sorts of things, but I'm doing early access. I'll be doing early access sorts of things over on Patreon. So anyway, follow me in those places if you will. I'd appreciate it greatly, and we'll catch you next time.